welcome to Around the Hearth, a Hearthstone podcast brought to you weekly.
Hey everyone, welcome to Around the Hearth, episode 18.
18, we're getting somewhere.
This is the episode that is coming out right before the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion releases in 2 days, and we are excited. With me, as always, we got ZT Dubs. What's up, Dubs?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
And as always, the infamous Rebobson. How you doing?
Hello.
Thanks for being here once again. We are a Hearthstone podcast thrown together by a bunch of guys who met on Reddit, and we're happy to be here. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys last week. Adam did a great job filling in.
It wasn't the same without you, though.
But yeah, no, it feels good to be back. I don't know. Well, I think we should just get into it. We got a big show today.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our week in Hearthstone. Dubs, what's going on with you? How did you do this week?
So I went to a fellow podcaster's house this weekend for a local fireside gathering, and I got destroyed. I brought Quest Hunter, and I lost every single game with it. So it's a bad deck. It's a very bad deck.
It's probably worth mentioning why exactly you brought Quest Hunter.
Well, yeah. So the format for what Squirrel had was you have 1 legendary, 2 epics, 3 rares, and the rest have to be commons. And you can't have the same legendary in multiple decks. So I thought, hey, this is so unique. I can't run the same quest in multiple decks. So let's bring Quest Hunter.
Not Warlock.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
Did anyone bring Quest Warlock?
No, because it's a bad deck, and I should have learned from them. So, yeah, I lost.
Who won? Squirrel, did you win?
Yeah, Squirrel,
Yes.
He won his own tournament.
I won my own tournament.
He brought us over
Fixed.
so he could beat us. Yeah.
Fixed. I called you.
So yeah, that was good. What else is going on? You got something coming up?
Yeah, actually, so I have a fireside gathering. It's been officially accepted. They're sending me a support package. I just got notification from that. It's going to be August 20th in Springfield, Virginia. So if anyone lives around, close to the Virginia area, you should definitely come check it out. It's going to be a blast, especially now that I have prize support coming in too. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Awesome. So yeah, so if you want to have fun, go to a fireside gathering and maybe win some prizes. We will post the link to the fireside gathering in the show notes as well. But you can always just go to the fireside gathering page. If you just do a little Googling Hearthstone Fireside, there's a page, and you can always search for the local fireside gathering near you. Go, get out of the house. Go to a fireside. It's so much fun. Meet some people. Have some fun.
They're a blast.
Bobson, what's going on with you this week?
Honestly, very little. I've just been fucking around. I decided that for the last week before the expansion, I was just gonna play no meta decks whatsoever. So I've been mostly playing shit. I've been playing various meme priest decks. Been playing some Jade Rogue, some N'Zoth Shaman, some big Druid. Yeah, but now I'm kind of at that awkward point where I'm like, I would quite like to be on a ladder floor for when the expansion hits, so I can just
So I'm pushing for 5.
So I would quite like to get to 5, but I'm really not at a very good rank right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm I think I'm actually 13 on all 3 servers.
Hey, it's still, you got to get to 10 and you'll be good.
I want to get to 5 on EU, I think, but that might mean that I have to play a good deck. Although today I did have a late win streak with this Firebat meme priest with double pint size, double Shadow Word Horror, Medivh, double Mind Control.
Wow.
I got slaughtered by that deck yesterday.
And although I think Dragon, I had an amazing game on ladder with a guy who just plays exclusively Dragon Priest. It was like a ridiculous priest mirror, one of them, which goes to like constant fatigue,
Oh yeah.
Those are the best.
and got his dragon, like he hit like top 400 legends just with Dragon Priest.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I think his deck's probably the best one of the ones I'm playing at the moment, but I feel more comfortable with Meme Priest.
Great.
So I'll try and hit rank 5 with that, I suppose. How about you, Squirrel? What have you done besides?
So I have 2 weeks to catch up on. So I'll try to make it quick. First thing, I did my goal. I hit level 60 with Rogue. I actually have more wins with Rogue now than Shaman, amazingly.
Oh wow.
And it felt good. I played mostly the 3 gods, Reno Rogue and Wild, and then a lot of Jade Rogue. That deck is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I hit 60. Was very happy about that. I like Dub said, I hosted a little private fireside at my own house this weekend. Had a couple of local guys up. It was a lot of fun. It was the 1, 2, 3 format, which was a lot of fun. Everyone had a good time. We drank scotch and drank beer and had a good time. So
Yeah.
that was good. And then finally, I hit
What decks did you bring to your own tournament?
to my own
1, 2,
tournament.
3 format.
I brought Zoo, Warlock. I brought an aggro-y Paladin,
It's good.
and
And what legendaries
And a
did
rogue,
you go for
and a
in your
Jade Rogue.
decks?
and a Jade Rogue. Huh?
What legendaries did you go for in your decks?
I had Aya in my Jade Rogue.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I had Blood Mage Thalnos in my Zoo.
Blood Mage Thalnos
You
in
get,
Zoo.
get some extra draw.
Yeah.
Uh,
And in my Paladin, I had Stonekeeper, Sunkeeper Tarim.
Yeah,
your
Jade,
golden Sunkeeper Terrarium.
Jade Rogue
Yeah.
was a big deck. Everyone brought Jade Rogue. It's a good deck.
Well, so everyone
That's
put
good. So I just want to keep it going though. So the other thing I accomplished was Dad Legend. That's
quick.
I really just pushed hard with UK Paladin. I made some tweaks along the way. I was actually playing crabs. I swapped out my Blessing of Kings for Consecrations.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
And I was actually took that idea from you, Dubs, and it really helped. And so I made it to 5 today. I'm really, really happy that I did that. So now I can just mess around and not worry about it anymore for the launch of the expansion. And then one other thing that I'm looking forward to is August 26th, because Sir Turtle is throwing another tournament locally. So if you are in the Philly area, search that Firesides Gathering. We'll have a link to it. But it's going to be an epic Fireside with face painting and like the whole Frozen Throne theme to it. Cold Stone Ice Cream is one of the sponsors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be awesome.
And actually, I will be there as well. I've been confirmed today.
Awesome. So
The boss said I can come.
I will not be there.
It
Yeah.
would be a good time. Maybe if we get enough Patreons, we can fly Francis in for the 26th. So we'll see what happens.
Who the fuck's Francis? Who's this guy?
Robson, that other guy.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
anyway,
here we go.
let's move on. We're already 13 minutes in. Let's hit the news. There's a bunch of news we want to talk about, but basically it's just related to the patch, and then we're gonna get into some card reviews.
Oh yeah. Lots and lots
So the
of cards.
patch just dropped like 2 hours ago, and it's already live on Mac and PC, and I know it's good for iOS devices. So
It's
you
not on
guys-
Android yet either.
there are some gorgeous animations. I mean, Web Spinner is just stunning as a golden card. Go check it out. Download
it
it
needs
out.
something to go for it because it's a terrible card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the Knights of the Frozen Throne stuff is in the game now. Plus, one of the things that they've data mined is that on launch day there's going to be I don't think a quest or whatever, but basically you're going to get 3 free packs.
Yeah, it's just
on
a
launch day
celebration.
as a celebration.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Celebrate good
There's another thing.
times.
There's actually a couple of things going on with Arena. Bobson, you want to tell us what's going on with that?
This is one thing I actually have not heard about, so I think it's probably the best.
So I'll tell you guys about it. So what's going on is that they're going to make the way that you would draft Arena slightly different, because they're going to try to make more synergy happen with the last 2 sets that have been released. Their goal is for you to basically not be building decks that are just like this card's going to curve into this card, but when you're actually building Arena, you can actually kind of try to get some of the synergy between the cards in the set. I think it's a great change for Arena. I hope that it goes well. I'm sure there'll be more tweaking they need to do with it, but I think it's great for Arena.
What is the draft change?
So I think that basically, like, if you get a card that like, you know, gives +2/+2 to taunt minions, like, then you might have a higher probability of drawing taunt minions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if you have something that, you know, like, yeah, exactly, like deals with, you know, like it's a new card that deals with beasts, like maybe you'll get more beasts to pick. Of course they're not going to give the specific, you know, behind it, you know, like how it works, but basically they want your cards to synergize more, not just like you get an elemental at the beginning and say, well, if I get an elemental, then you know, I need another one, and then you never draft one.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you avoid that thing where, like, turn 1, pick 1, you're like, cool, Netherspite Historian, I'm definitely going to get a dragon in 29
more
cards.
dragons.
Exactly.
And 30 cards later, you're like, fuck.
That's exactly what they're going for, and I think that's a great change for Arena. There's been a lot of pushback about people thinking it might start to turn into too much like Constructed, but we'll just have to wait and see. The other important thing for Arena is that they've listened to some of the people who have been complaining about the Arena rewards, and they are no longer going to be giving common cards in Arena. I have no idea why they did it in the first place. I believe they said that, you know, to help people build their collections, but anyway, no more common cards will be given out as Arena rewards.
Thank God. It's so frustrating. You know, you get like 11, 10, 11, 12 wins, and then they're like, here's a common card. You're like, oh.
Which you already have. You're like, thank you.
Like, okay, thanks.
Thank you for my 5 dust.
Yeah.
So Dubs,
Okay,
if you're a Twitch Prime member, what can you be getting?
So, you know, the last time that Twitch Prime partnered with Blizzard specifically for Hearthstone, you got the Tyrande skin. Well, now, I don't know if it's going to be at the same time or it's going to be different months. There's 2 new card backs, and they actually look pretty cool. That exclusively for Twitch Prime members. So if you haven't done your free trial yet, which I'm sure everyone has, but if you haven't, definitely wait until this comes out. Start your free trial so you can get. They're like, I can't remember exactly what they look like, but they're pretty fucking awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're 2 card backs that are almost like opposites. Like one's called like Light of the something, and one's called Dark of the something.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that you're gonna have to choose. That's my bet.
Oh man,
that you're gonna have to pick one.
I don't like that. I'll be so upset. I hate seeing.
It's just a move to really fuck with completionists.
I hate seeing empty card backs.
Just like, which card back do you never want to own?
Yeah.
So, Bobson, what else is going on in this patch?
Oh, so obviously the patch has gone live. So, which means that the Dreadsteed, like, it's not really. Is it really a nerf?
Yeah, it's a
the
nerf.
Chain. I mean, it's not. It's a nerf to a card which never, ever, ever gets played. So
Dreadsteed Warlock is a thing in Wild. I just gotta say that. And now it's dead.
Yeah, I mean, so the nerf is now live.
Get your dust.
It will now only summon at the end of the turn after it dies, and you can get the full 400 dust refund.
Yeah, the big reason was because there was a you could either break the game or there was an infinite damage combo with Defile and Dreadsteed and Knife Juggler.
Oh shit! But wouldn't Defile just kill Knife Juggler?
There's also that card that gives a minion immune until end of turn. So you play Knife Juggler.
Oh,
you have Dreadsteed out already. You play a knife juggler, throw that dude down. Knife juggler's immune. Play to file, their opponent loses. And
Okay, yeah.
they didn't like that. So, and
Yeah, they
if,
don't really like
if not, it just
game
broke the
breaking.
game. It just kept killing Dreadseed over and over and over, and eventually the game would you'd all blow up. So
It would crash. You would
yeah,
just stop playing. Uh, and well, another thing that came from the inevitable data mining of the patch is that there is going to be a Pirates Day. The date has not been confirmed, but given that people have seen there will be new emotes, one for each class, one for each hero, and given that one of them specifically mentions Talk Like a Pirate Day, I think it's fairly safe to assume that this is going to be on Talk Like a Pirate Day, which, if anyone doesn't know, is the 19th of September. So this event is just going to be. It gives everyone 100 gold for no reason, which is nice. All the heroes get a new emote.
I like that. Even Ragnaros and Draxus and stuff.
Arthas is Arthas,
Yeah.
which is probably my
Not
favorite.
Arfis.
We'll get to Arthas very shortly.
All right.
And obviously, you can now look at all of the flavor text of all the cards.
There's a lot of pretty funny ones. There's one we'll talk about.
Again, Arthas.
There's one that we'll talk about in a little bit. Whenever you deal damage to a minion with it, and the flavor text says, "Remember that time I killed a 29/29 Cthulhu?" And it says Reno Jackson, because if you heal back to full health, it'll deal 29 damage or something. That's pretty funny. All right, so bro, how about you want to talk about the brawl?
No.
No, we're not talking about the brawl this week.
I know,
because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, including card reviews.
Yeah, the brawl sucked anyways.
We're
All
going
right.
to skip a bunch of our segments for this week. We're going to skip the brawl. We're going to skip deck of the week. We're going to skip a bunch of stuff because no one cares. It's the end of the meta.
That's right.
The end of the expansion. So all new stuff will be coming next week. Let's get into the card reviews.
All right, so let's move on over to.
Yeah. So
reviews.
Obviously, we had the.
Those are our show notes.
Those are our show notes. In case you guys wanted to see
There
them.
you go.
All right. So last time we started with commons and worked our way up to legendaries. This time we're actually going to do the opposite, and we're not going to necessarily talk about all the cards. We're just going to kind of pick, some of the new cards that are exciting to us because no one wants to listen to a whole bunch of. There's was it like 50,
Crap.
60 cards that got revealed? So we're definitely going to cover the new hero cards and some of the other legendaries. So let's just go ahead and start up with the bad boy here. We got Blood Reaver Gul'dan. So this is a 10 mana hero card for Warlock. Battlecry, summon all friendly demons that died this game. So I mean, I don't know.
It was not far off to the leak, which we thought it was going to be discarded cards. Turns out it's actually demons.
Yeah.
So I think it's N'Zoth. It's N'Zoth with a little bit of healing.
Yeah. And if you get Draxus first and start making those 6/6s and then throw down Gul'dan, your board's filling up with 6/6s pretty much.
Yeah. We should also mention, obviously, Blood Reaver Gul'dan is a 10 mana card. Yeah. So this is your entire turn.
Yeah.
So it's only board interaction if you have played, say, Doom Guards.
The Doom Guards gonna be great with this.
And one thing that we really need to mention is the hero power.
Yes.
Deal 3 damage with lifesteal. So deal 3, heal 3.
You can hit minions. You can hit heroes. This is a great power. This is gonna be so good.
It's an incredibly strong hero power.
Especially late game.
They're really going for I mean, if you get to the late game against aggro as a control deck, you probably win anyway.
Well, no, I'm just saying anything that drops gonna die, guaranteed.
And it's a crazy strong hero power. The one concern is, will Demon Lock be good enough, to be a thing? At least in standard. I think in wild.
I don't think you need to run that many demons for this card to be good. I feel like the hero power alone is good.
The hero power is fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, if you get 2 or 3 demons, especially Doom Guards off this, I mean, it's already paid for itself, and you have this amazing hero power for the rest of the game.
You
The,
could play the quest and then
no,
have demons as your core,
Oh man.
and then discard them, and then get them all back.
man, just stop.
How about this?
It's not gonna happen.
You give it a shot and tell us how it goes, and then.
I will. I will be playing Quest Warlock day 1 and 2. I promise. So I will let you know how it goes.
I'm gonna play I think Blood River Gul'dan in Wild is gonna be
Oh, what is it?
fucking nuts.
All right, let's move on to the
There it
next
is.
card.
All right, so here we have the legendary hero for Druid. This is Malfurion the Pestilent. He's a 7-mana hero card. Choose one, summon 2 poisonous spiders or 2 scarabs with taunt. So the spiders are 1/2s and the scarabs are 1/5s. And they reworded Fandral for this card for the hero. Oh, it's because of the hero power too, but no, it shows it all here. But the choose one works for both. So the hero power for him is 2 mana, choose one, +3 attack this turn, or gain 3 armor. So if you have Fandral, that's +3 attack, +3 armor. Or you also get the 2 spiders and the 2 taunts, the scarabs at the same time too. So I mean, this could be good. I don't think it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
But I mean, if it's played
I think
correctly, this would definitely go
it's-
in taunt Druid. I feel like, especially if you can get those taunts, those 1/5s out.
yeah. If Taunt Druid is remotely a thing, which it
And you
might-
gotta think too.
probably won't be.
My big thing is
Like-
Control Warrior was so good because it just kept getting 4 health every turn. This effect, 3 armor is 1 off 4, but still, if you get in a
Yeah, but-
situation where you can just keep gaining life and have a bunch of taunts out and they can't hit you, you can get to a pretty high life total before you start dropping your big threats.
Yeah, but the old school kind of control decks like that are just unplayable now
Yeah,
because the game's changed so much.
yeah.
So
know what to
I'm not
see.
sure if that.
I feel like the game's going to slow down a lot since all the cards have been revealed. So we'll have to see. What about you, Squirrel? You have any opinions?
I think it's a good card. They were talking about Web Spinner, which we could talk about later, or we might have talked about, where they were saying that it summons 2 1/2 poisonous spiders, and they were saying that at 4 mana it was actually overpowered,
I'd agree.
which I guess Bobson does not agree with. But if you count that as 5 mana, then 2 extra mana to cast the hero is really, I would say, worth it if you find that valuable. I don't know. It doesn't overwhelm me right now, but we'll see.
I think Webweave is probably one of the worst cards I've ever seen. Just saying.
Okay, it does have cool golden animation, and with that, we will go to the next card.
All right. So we will move on to the Warrior hero card next. Let's bring him up. Where is he? Right here.
He does not dual wield.
No,
He does
unfortunately
not dual wield.
So we have Scourge Lord Garrosh. This is a 8-mana hero card. Battle Cry. Equip a 4/3 Shadowmourne that also damages adjacent minions. So, and then
You get what was the Minotaur?
I know what you're talking about though. I can't remember the name.
Alpha Tor Magna.
Okay. Yeah,
It
and
has that ability.
his hero power is Whirlwind, pretty much. 2 mana, deal 1 damage to everything. It seems there's a lot of synergies with, dealing damage to your own
like
minions for
whirlwind
Warrior.
effects.
So this
Yeah,
is going to be
there's-
good every single turn, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a little worrisome that you aren't gaining armor every turn. But if you're playing a tempo-based, what is it? Enraged deck, this is going to be good.
Yeah, well, it's gone to prove that you can play a warrior deck and not need armor up. The Quest Warrior did just fine, equipping Sulfuras and having a really good hero power.
Yeah.
With everything that they've released for Warrior, and there's quite a few neutrals too, there is definitely serious synergy with Bladestorm.
So much.
I really feel like someone can find something that's going to be breaking, kind of like Patron. I almost feel like, with...
I think it's just going to be like just kind of a enraged tempo warriors. I think it's going to be one of the stronger
there's going to be
decks to hit.
someone's going to make something really awesome with this,
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried about how good it is.
I think it's going to be.
Looking at
Right.
it doesn't look like it's so good, but I have a feeling it's going to be incredible. So
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
I think this card is. This is one of my top 5 cards for the expansion.
All right, let's talk. Let's go to a card that you don't like at all, Bobson. So here we have Shadow Reaper Anduin. This is an 8-mana priest hero card. Battle cry: destroy all minions with 5 or more attack. Hero power
Okay,
is void form. Deal 2 damage after you play a card. Refresh this. So I
I've
actually
gotta
have to stand
confess,
up for a second.
I've-
Discuss this, and I'll be back in just a moment.
I've got to confess, I have thought the more I think, my original reaction to this, anyone who likes it on space, was I thought it was fucking terrible. However, I've thought about it some more, and like I think the battle cry of the card is really weak, which is what I based my initial opinion on. But I think the hero power is probably so strong that it can make up for the fact that the card itself is not so strong.
I think the card's pretty strong.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean-
this is what I was saying. My initial reaction was mostly based off the battle cry being shit.
I mean, the battle
But
cry
the
can be
hero
pretty
power-
good.
It's probably not going to be very good though.
I mean, if it
There's-
kills 2 or 3 minions, that's good enough, and the hero power is already awesome. So that's just my opinion.
I think it's unlikely that there's generally not many situations where your opponent will have 2.
I mean, I feel like this
More
just
five
straight up
attack,
counters the shaman hero card. Double evolve, and you in the next turn you drop this down. It's going to kill their guys because I mean I highly doubt getting guys up 2 more manas. They're probably gonna have 5 attack.
I mean, there is that. But I think the main thing about this card, the more I think about it, is the fact that the hero power is so strong.
Oh, especially with
Espe-
Radiant Elemental. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
Or just Raza.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ross
Right.
is gonna be good too. Man, this is
Ra-
gonna be a big buff
like,
to Reno Priest.
So Raza makes this card deal 2 damage to an enemy every time you play a card.
Yeah.
So
That's disgusting.
Kazakus Priest is going to be one of the first decks I play on launch day.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt. Like, because the more I think about it, the hero power is so strong. It's probably enough to make this card actually quite good. Whereas
Yeah.
before I thought it was dreadful.
Okay, well let's move on to the next card.
All right, I am super stoked for this one. Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm freaking out about this card. It is so good. All right, we have Uther of the Ebon Blade. This is a 9-mana Paladin hero card. Battle cry: equip a 5/3 lifesteal weapon. So you get
Ashbringer. But
Ashbringer
with lifesteal.
has lifesteal, and you're already gaining 5 armor. So this is 20 health that you're getting off this for 9 mana. So that alone is pretty good. But
That's
this hero power
cheaper
is,
than Forbidden Healing.
yeah, this hero power is 2 mana. Summon a 2/2 horseman. So already you're now getting 2/2s compared to 1/1s. But if
Yeah.
you can use it 4 times and have them all out, you win the game.
You win. So they've actually brought an Exodia mechanic into the game.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people are gonna try some Auction Master Beardo combos, stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna try it too.
I
But
mean,
this in Garrison Commander, you can use your power twice. So if you can, keep them alive for 2 turns, you win the game. Late game, like there's so many things you can do with this. I'm freaking out. I'm crafting this gold very first day. I already have the best.
I believe what you could do is I think what someone figured was if you get a coin, 1 coin from Burglary Bully, and 2 bananas from Mukla, from Corrupted Mukla, then and have Auction Master Beardo out, then that is 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, that does it.
That's a lot of setup though.
Well, I mean, it's actually like one is just play Corrupted Mukla. That's quite
Yeah.
easy, and the other is have them play 1 spell with Burglary Bully up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try it out. I'm just stoked for this card. At
Yeah,
worst
it
case, you're gaining
looks
20
fun.
life, and forever on you're getting 2/2s instead of 1/1s. I mean, that's
I
pretty good.
I think that it's it's kind of it reminds me of the opposite of Anduin, like where the battle cry is just incredible, and I feel like the hero power is weak. I
Really?
feel like
I mean, it's still an improvement on general power,
sure
though.
it's an improvement, but it's like the same thing that you're getting from
Yeah,
Justicar
one
Trooper.
huge
Yeah.
upside.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like winning the game with this hero power is like you can
Very
build
unlikely.
game decks for it, but I just don't feel like it will ever be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah. I feel like it's not gonna happen often, but when you can do it, it's gonna be cool. It's just an
Yeah,
improvement. You know, you're now having 2/2s every turn instead of 1/1s, which is a big deal towards the late game when they run out of removal. You know, taking 2 every turn, you know, and however many there are compared to taking
sure.
1 damage adds up pretty quickly. So
No,
I don't know. We'll have to see
I
how it goes.
agree. I just feel like it's not.
Yeah,
I just
they definitely switched the
I
hero
don't feel
powers.
like the Exodia or Exoda or however you say it,
Exodia.
Exodia.
Exodia, because I
Come
never
on,
say it
old
right.
man.
I don't feel like that's gonna happen very often.
Yeah, it won't.
Hold on, I need to get my laptop charger. 1 sec.
All right.
So, all right, so why don't we move on to the next card while we wait for
So
Bobson to get.
we haven't talked about Valera, so let's go ahead and bring her up. So we have here the Rogue Hero card. This is a 9-mana Rogue Hero. Battlecry gains stealth until your next turn. So your hero gains stealth, not minions. So you cannot be attacked, targeted, anything, which is it's pretty cool. And your hero power becomes Death's Shadow. It's a passive hero power. It says during your turn, add a Shadow Reflection to your hand. So how this works is, bring up Shadow Reflection. So each time you play a card, transform this into a copy of it. But Blizzard stated that it's 5 or less mana cards, so you can't be doing some big cards.
No, the reason for the 5 mana or less thing is the card destroys itself at the end of each turn. And because like it's 5 mana, or because if it was a 6 mana card, you wouldn't be able to play both of them. Anyway.
I mean, you could play coin and then play the other thing. Oh, never mind. That's
No,
either.
no, because then you'd play the coin and it would become the coin.
That's true.
So
okay. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, there could be you can get double eviscerate. You can get
you get double anything.
double anything really. Double Edwin. Late game, that'd be pretty good.
Well, no, like just you play Gadget Zan, then you play like your coin or your prep.
Yeah.
And then you have another prep. I mean, although prep is obviously bad, but just having extra cards as rogue is always really, really good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be cool to see how it all works.
Yeah, I really like it. It's free in every turn, you know, in your hand. So it's just I think it's powerful, and it definitely makes the card worth playing. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on now. We have I think it's all the heroes that were released. We've already talked about them all. Let me see. All right, well, let's start back up to the top then. We have Arthas. This is a 4-mana neutral legendary minion. It's a 4-mana 2/2 Death Rattle. Add a random Death Knight card to your hand. We'll discuss the Death Knight cards in a moment when we talk about next card. But
And it is a beast.
It is a beast, yes. So what do you guys think?
And it's also adorable.
Its animation when it comes in is just it's hilarious. I think it's a zombie arm that falls on the game.
I think it's a ghoul.
Something, and then the dog jumps on it and it eats it. So,
yeah. I mean, I think it's possibly a little too slow to actually work as opposed to the Lich King, the other source of Death Knight cards. Like a 4-mana 2/2 is really bad.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely overcosted the card for what it gives you. I mean, you can get something pretty busted off of it, but I feel like the likelihood of that happening isn't very high. So I don't know. I mean,
Well,
it's a
the
death rattle.
The reason they give it to you, though, the reason that it's overstated like that is because you're getting the card early in the game.
Yeah.
That's true.
The cards you get from the Lich King are amazing, the Death Knight cards, but you have to wait till turn 8 or turn 9 really technically to use them.
That's true.
You know, where here you could coin him out and you have a card you could play on turn 4.
Yeah.
But
you know,
there is also the issue that the Death Knight cards are hugely varied and all very situational.
Yeah.
And
there's some that could just win you the game, though.
but there's also a lot which you could just never ever play.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
like the one. Well, we'll talk
Yeah, we'll
about
talk about it in a moment. So let's just go straight into the Lich King real quick so we can get these Death Knight cards
Death.
discussed. All right, so we have the Lich King here. He is a 8 mana 8/8 taunt minion neutral. At the end of your turn, add a random Death Knight card to your hand. So this is a
Doctor A.
pretty wow. He's a 4.8 rating on here. It's pretty good. So we actually have all the Death Knight cards here. So I'll just go in order and talk about them. So we have Frostmourne. This is one of the first times there's a neutral weapon that you can get besides Medivh. But 7 mana 5/3 Death Rattle. Summon every minion killed by this weapon. So
Love it.
if you can buff it somehow, if you have it in warrior or something like that, if you kill a couple of minions
Scale
off
3
this,
minions with it.
yeah, you're getting
Scale 3 with it.
you're getting a lot.
It's amazing.
The next one
Amazing.
is Army of the Damned. Remove the top 5 cards of your deck. Summon any minion removed. So when they were showing the example of this, it just filled the whole board with big dudes. It was ridiculous. It was a cool card. The next one.
So that basically it was like Varian Win.
Oh yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
except
yeah.
you don't get the cards the
Yeah.
spells you draw.
Yeah,
They are
And it's five.
destroyed.
And
That's-
it's 5 minions.
it's 5. That's a big swing. The thing is though, you can whiff too and draw like 3 or 4 spells, and then you're kind of screwed.
Sure.
All right, so
And then you use spells.
yeah. Next one is Doom Pact. This is a 5 mana card. Destroy all minions. Remove the top card from your deck for each minion you destroyed. I don't really like this one, especially if I feel like if it's pretty fair, and these Death Knight cards should want to be
Really
pretty
unfair.
really unfair cheap. Especially if it's a big
Yeah.
board, you can lose like 10 cards.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Isera thing. You've got to have like good ones and bad ones
That's
just
true.
to balance it out.
Yeah.
If you were getting Emerald Drakes every turn, or Isera Awakens,
That'd
you'd
be nice. All right, so the next
Nice.
one. Actually, this one's really interesting. It's Death Grip. It's a 2 mana Death Knight spell. Steal a minion from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. So you're not copying it. You're actually taking the card out of their deck. And
So this
put
is
it in-
mini Thought Steal.
Yeah. So like they don't have that card anymore. It's your card, and it's in your hand.
Yeah.
All right.
It's disgusting that you actually are removing the card from your opponent's deck. That's just
Yeah.
bonkers.
Especially if you
ridiculous.
steal their win condition. We
Yeah,
talked
totally
about the Nomer Feratu. This card's well beyond that card.
Yeah, totally new mechanic, and I love it.
Every time
I'm
I play
really
it, I'm gonna
excited-
shout, "Get over here!"
Yeah, I'm really excited to have that card and really like steal something amazing that like totally like flips the game, like steal like their Grom or
Yeah,
just something like crazy out of their deck.
I'm gonna
It's
play
just-
it and get Snow Flipper Penguin, and then I'm gonna concede.
Well, that's okay. Snow
Yeah.
Flipper Penguin is some people's favorite cards.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. We have Death Coil. This is a 2 mana Death Knight spell. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. Oh, sorry, enemy, or restore 5 health to a friendly character. So I don't think this is gonna be a choose one. I think you just point it at something and it does whatever it does. So if it's
Yeah.
one of your guys, you heal. If it's one of theirs, deals damage. So we have Obliterate. This is a 2 mana Death Knight spell. Destroy a minion. Your hero takes damage equal to its health. So I actually like this card. This could be
Pretty nuts.
yeah.
That's
You
a
just
pretty awesome
cheap
card.
kill. I mean, especially you can get rid of a taunt minion, swing for lethal, something like that. All right, and then next one, Anti Magic Shell. This is a 4 mana Death Knight spell. Give your minions +2/+2, and can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So this is
Disgusting.
all your minions. So this alone is like a little off of Bloodlust, and they can't be targeted. It's yeah, it's pretty crazy. And we have Death and Decay. This is a 3 mana Death Knight spell. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. So this is probably my favorite ones. Top 3
It's
at
just
least.
ridiculously
You
good.
just everything dies with that card. It's crazy.
And it does damage to the
feel
hero
that
as well.
Lich King is the new Doctor 8.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna
I
replace
feel like-
Ysera. Ysera's like, who's that?
No, it's just if you're running any kind of control deck, you probably just put this in because
He's gonna be running
It's
even more than
obscene.
control decks. I mean, this can be running a lot of decks. This card is so good.
I would put this in my aggro Murloc Paladin deck.
Oh yeah. Buff all your dudes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of crazy options here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's see who else. We miss anything? Nothing
Rock
really. What
face.
means that
Did we
we're.
cover?
I guess we can
Right?
cover that. So we have Rot Face here. This is a 8 mana warrior legendary minion. Is a 8 mana 4/6. Whenever this minion survives damage, summon a random legendary minion. So
The
we
good
talked
old
about the Death Knight
random
earlier.
legendary.
So
The good old random legendary.
yeah, I don't know. I
Hey,
like this
we'll
card.
talk about whirlwind synergy.
Yeah, I like this
I mean,
card, but I
holy
feel
shit.
like it can either be
When
really,
I
really, really busted or really, really, really bad. If you're
Yeah,
getting a
you can
bunch
high
of
roll,
bad,
but you can also low roll.
you get a
Really
Warlock or
fast.
Cho. Now
Or
you're like, oh
Shift
damn,
Azerus.
yeah.
Like it when I first saw the card, I thought it was completely terrible. Then they released the Death Knight. The Death Knight makes this card slightly better, but it's still really bad.
I feel like you're bare minimum you're gonna get one legendary off of this, maybe two. But if you start using the whirlwind synergies, stuff like that, or if you can heal it somehow, this could
Well,
start.
well, you can't heal as warrior.
I mean, I don't know if you're crazy and running some weird neutral card that can heal it, but
For like Earthen Ring Farseer
yeah,
for this exact purpose.
we also do this for the casual people too. So if they wanna
If any
do
casual
something and
players get this from a pack, I highly recommend you disenchant it. It's really bad.
yeah.
Like like you play it once you have already played Garrosh Death Knight. So it's 10 mana, get a 4/5 and a random legendary.
All right, so that's pretty much it for legendaries. Let's go ahead and move on to epics. Let's see, this is a good one. We have Blackguard. This is a 6 mana 3/9 Paladin epic minion. Whenever your hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. And I got to point out the flavor text for this is hilarious. This is,
That
I think we
is
talked
the
about.
29
Yeah, we talked about this
Cthulhu.
earlier. Yeah. He says, "Did I ever tell you the story when I single-handedly took down a 29/29 Cthulhu, Reno Jackson?" Yeah, this is a cool card. There's especially with the Death Knight, you can start. It's just heal off of
Yeah.
True Silver Champion or something else. You can start killing off some minions.
Yeah, like
I
you
don't know if it'll
can
be.
do
It's a 3/9
you can
too.
do
That's a pretty big butt.
yeah, like with the lifesteal weapon, I think it's
Yeah, or you got Wicker Flame. There's a lot of lifesteal cards that you
True
can get.
Silver,
Yeah, I mean this can be pretty cool. It's a
Light
it's
Rag,
a much better boxing mechano or whatever it's called. Shadow
Shadow
Boxer.
Boxer.
Yeah.
It's like it's a really cool card, but
Oh, here's
Control Paladin's already a pretty fat deck.
yeah. All right. So this next one we have is Boomerang. This is a 1 mana epic rogue spell. Throw your weapon at a minion. It deals its damage, then returns to your hand. So, like the new rogue weapon that gives you immune. You can hit somebody, play this, kill another minion, goes back to your hand. Play it again,
Play it
you
again
you got immune. Or
Yeah, I'm not sure. Does anyone know how this works with durability?
When you play the card, like when it goes back into your hand, it goes back as the original durability.
yeah, it effectively destroys.
really good.
It destroys your weapon. Deals
then
its
you get it
damages. It
back.
deals its damage to something. It returns to your hand. I mean, they put throw it. I mean that's I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the behind the scenes of it just destroys your weapon, deals damage, puts it back in your hand. So, all right, this one's yeah.
That card is going to be a game changer.
This
and
next
I
one up
feel-
here, or Boomerang.
No, I'm talking about the Doomerang.
Oh, okay.
Really?
And I feel that card is going to be a staple in Rogue decks.
I think so, especially with this new weapon that gives you immune. You can do some
Yeah,
pretty nasty turns with that card.
I feel it's going to be really, really amazing.
All right, so this next card here is
I do not agree with this sentiment at all.
No, as the Rogue player,
I mean,
Well,
I can't think of a rogue deck which would want it unless like weapon rogue actually becomes a thing.
it will.
we'll see.
All
We'll
right,
see.
so we have Drakari Enchanter. This is a 3 mana 1/5 neutral epic minion. Your end of turn effects trigger twice. So right off the bat, Lich King, Ysera, Was it Cabal Trafficker,
Thaurissan.
Thurison? Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that one. You got Baron Geddon. Just so many cards. This is going to be good. This will be really
Yeah.
good.
It's got a lot of potential, this card.
Yeah.
Enough that I can't really think yet of the best way to use it, but I think it's just a really like that's probably one of the strongest effects they've introduced in this set,
Definitely.
bar the Lich King. So
It's comparable to it's a weaker version of Bren.
Yeah.
well, it's like a similar kind of thing to like Bran. Just making anything happen twice when it's supposed to happen once in Hearthstone has always proved to be fairly nuts.
All right, so let's go move on. I'm very upset about this card. We'll talk about it. So we have Snow Fury Giant. This is a 11 mana 8/8 Shaman epic minion. Costs one less for each mana you've overloaded this game. So it's just a giant that Shaman for some reason gets a class specific giant.
It's an elemental, right?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing here. It's an elemental.
I mean, it this in wild this is gonna wreck shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be really, really, really good in aggro Shaman and wild because it's by turn 5-6 you've already overloaded like 6-7 mana.
Like if you just play you play the Totem Golem on 2, then
Yeah. The worst part is
coin the Feral Spirit.
you can play a card to put you at 0 mana, and if it has like 3 overload, this could be free that turn. So you could have a busted turn by playing busted cards already. I don't know. This is gonna be a really good card. This is gonna it might just be wild, but I know for a fact, at least in wild, this is gonna just like push Shaman way up.
It's
So-
it's also worth noting that it's the first 11 mana minion in the game.
Yeah. So evolve.
This does affect evolve quite a lot.
Yeah.
Every 10 drop is now going to turn into an 8/8.
Yeah, and before you had the kind of, if you for some reason had a 10 drop, you could be like, okay, I can evolve. My Deathwing will still be a 12/12. Everything else will go up. Well, now it's going to go to become an 8/8.
I think one of the most interesting interactions of that is like Token Shaman sometimes runs Sea Giant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
So
can
now
heal it.
they can like make some value trades with the Sea Giant, then evolve will just effectively heal it.
That's pretty good. And it
think,
looks cool. I feel like it's going to have a really cool golden effect.
I think
No.
it's quite likely to look fucking sick.
All right. So we've talked about a lot of cards that we thought were interesting. I want to bring up one that I don't like at all. I
This
think
card
it's
sucks.
just bad. So this is an epic card for Hunter for some reason. I don't know why they're trying to screw over Hunter, but this is Toxic Arrow, a 2 mana Hunter's epic spell. Yes, epic. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If it survives, give it poisonous. So either you're spending 2 mana to deal 2 damage to an enemy minion to kill it, or you're gonna deal 2 damage to your own guy just to give it poisonous. I don't know. I don't know why they label this as an epic. I mean, I get.
It's just bad.
I mean, epic cards usually make you think. I mean, you have to think playing this. You're like, you think, am I a good player? Why is this in my deck?
I think Epic's traditionally been like the worst rarity.
Yeah, I hate this card. I saw it and I was like, oh, it's just a shitty comment. And I looked again. I was like, it's an epic. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know.
Dubs, you're going to be opening packs, and you're going to hover over, and it's going to be purple. And
This is going to be the new Vine Cleaver. I just
Yeah,
know.
You're gonna get like 6 of these without a doubt.
I got 16 Vine Cleavers my last stream pack opening. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of these. I'm gonna be so mad. And then I'm gonna open a golden one.
You're gonna get this double golden.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it golden. I'm just gonna throw my computer. So
The whole computer.
yeah, I have a big computer too. So, okay, all right, let's calm down.
I think
trying to think-
Epic's generally the kind of
I think we talked
weird
about everything
bad
else.
card. Yeah, I don't think there's too much.
I know we
else
can talk
to
about
say.
this. This is an interesting card. I don't know how good it is. We have Furnace Fire Colossus. This is a 6 mana 6/6 neutral epic minion. Battle cry. Discard all weapons from your hand and gain their stats. So it's pretty much, if it ever saw play, it'd be in Warrior. It could maybe, I don't know why you'd run this, maybe Pirate Warrior, late game, just a big dude. Get rid of all your extra weapons. I don't know.
I mean, I could actually see that kind of working.
Yeah.
Like, then it's just a massive fucking dude.
I mean, you get like a 6 mana, you get like a 14 something, and they're just like, oh.
This guy's going to be a staple in the new weapon rogue that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
Because if there's one thing the weapon rogue archetype wants to do, it's destroy all of its weapons.
You can have a couple weapons in your hand. Now, what is it? You can run that 3/5 weapon for 5 mana just for this card.
I think if any deck's gonna run this card, it'll be Pirate Warrior.
Oh,
no, I got it. You know what it is for Rogue? In Wild, you could play the Poisonous Blade, the one where every time you hit your hero power, it gives +1 to attack, and you could just spend the whole game just hero power and getting that up to like ridiculous attack.
It's from your hand. It does not destroy your active weapon.
Right. So you attack with it.
Right.
Then you Doomerang it to your hand.
It'll go back to a 1/4. Then you'd realize you made a grave mistake.
You can't make a really bad, terrible card even more terrible.
Then you would realize you made a grave mistake and you would just concede. All right, so let's move on now to rare cards. There's actually quite a few rare cards released. So there's probably quite a bit to talk about for rares. So we have Arrogant Crusader. This is a 4-mana 5/2 Paladin rare card. Death Rattle. If it's your opponent's turn, summon a 2/2 Ghoul. So I mean, it's like kind of like it's 4 mana 7 attack over 2 different bodies.
I think this card is bad.
Yeah, the 2 health is really. If it was a 5/3, that'd be a big difference.
Two health, yeah. 4 mana 5/3 would be bordering on okay. It's 4 mana 2 health things are just kind of.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right, so we have here Avalanche. This is actually a pretty cool card. 4 mana Shaman spell. Freeze a minion and deal 3 damage to the adjacent ones. So you could clear 2 tokens and freeze a big dude, or just slow your opponent down. I like it. It's a much better Cone of Cold, I think. And it's Shaman, so they're pushing the freeze Shaman thing.
Ah yes, the freeze Shaman thing. I really like the card thematically. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like it's obviously not going to be. I don't think this card's going to be played in Constructed.
I think you obviously playing Control Shaman is maybe a 1-of, even if it's not any freeze things. I mean, killing 2 things and freezing something, that could be pretty useful, I think.
I'm not so sure about that. I think this card would be fucking great in Arena.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I doubt. But in Constructed, I don't think it really fits into any kind of archetype. So I don't think it's a very good card.
What about you, Squirrel? What do you think?
I think it's okay. I just don't think it's anything.
I guess consensus is it's not good. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's a good one? We have Bone Drake. This is a 6 mana 6/5 neutral dragon. Death Rattle, add a random dragon to your hand. So in standard, this has a pretty high potential. You can get quite a few pretty expensive dragon cards. In Wild, you can probably get some.
There's not really many cheap dragons, are there?
No.
Like you have Fairy Dragon.
You get Syndra Ghost off this.
Like you have Fairy Dragon is like the only sub.
Or Twilight Whelp in Wild. That would suck.
Yeah, like that would be pretty terrible. But like the second cheapest card you're looking at getting from this card is Twilight Drake, right? Which is still a really good card.
Yeah.
And then you'll like start looking at.
I mean, the bottom
really
line
big
is it dies. It's a good body, and it dies and refreshes your hand a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be good.
It's great, and it can add any class dragon to your hand.
Yeah, I mean, this would be wonderful in Dragon Priest because sometimes they struggle with having dragons in their hand. This guarantees you have a dragon in your hand.
Yeah, no, I just love getting other class dragons because in the demo game that was played, um, they got someone got a what was it, the blue, um,
Cinderosa.
Oh no, the Cobalt thing.
Oh yeah,
They give another minion
plus
plus
three
three
attack.
attack.
Yeah, I thought that was a neutral
I
card.
it is right, right.
no,
I,
it was the one where you get the 2/01 guys,
oh no, that's Sindragosa.
Yeah,
Sindragasa.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and he was playing priest, I think. So,
Hmm.
I
Oh,
mean, that's
that's
just
very
awesome.
cool.
Or if you're playing any class, you can get a Draconid operative. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
I just absolutely love this card. I love
Yeah,
Dragon decks. Not to the
Plus
Killboy
it's a
level, but I do love Dragon decks. I love this card. I think it's a great card.
yeah. All right.
plus it's a death rattle, so there's
Huzzah.
that whole branch of synergy as well.
All right. So let's see what else have we not talked about. Oh, this one. So we have Despicable Dreadlord. This is a 5 mana 4/5 Warlock minion. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. This card is bonkers.
I think this card's very good.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say bad. I was like, go away.
Yeah.
No,
This card is so good. This is gonna.
and it's a demon, which is
It just clears
also good.
tokens at the end of your turn. It's a 5 mana 4/5. That's already good stats. And it just,
I didn't actually realize this card was a demon, and I think that actually I think that significantly mate is a
Gul'dan?
significant buff to Gul'dan.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is gonna die throughout the game. You know, maybe 1 or 2 Doom Guards. That's all you really need to play Gul'dan. Like I said, your mana's already spent. Once you do that, you get a bunch of dudes back.
Or like a Lucari Fellhound or
Yeah.
something.
All right.
I think that card's going to be very good for a kind of
All
it-
right.
like I think Control Warlock is just maybe on the verge of being a thing.
Yeah.
Possibly not quite this expansion, but then next expansion it will be really good.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Exploding Bloatbat. This is a 4 mana 2/1 Hunter minion. Death Rattle. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. This is actually a pretty cool card.
I I kind of like this card.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Like,
little expensive, but I mean the ability, the
Yeah.
effect is really good.
Like I think you could never really underestimate like what Hunter can do when it gets the things which its identity lacks. Like Hunter getting AoE can be quite brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think 4 mana is too expensive for the card. I think if this was a 3 mana card, it would be fucking insane.
Oh, this would be too good. 3 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 mana is a bit. It's a kind of like a 3.5
Yeah.
cost
I
thing,
mean,
really, and it's been
it's a
rounded
good
up.
insurance policy. You throw it down turn 4, and they're like, crap. Now they have to deal with this, and if they have anything out, it's going to die before they can start filling their board again.
I really like the fact that it's at 1 health because,
It's easy to die.
like, yeah, like that was the kind of anomalous thing. Like it just never died.
yeah,
Having
you
a
can
1
also-
health guy means it's really easy to just kill it.
You can shoot it with that. Was it the 1 mana, deal 1 damage, summon a Mastiff?
Or you can just trigger the death rattle.
That's true.
You
yeah.
can
you
hit it
spell.
with the poisonous arrow
There we go.
that everyone's playing. Your
Yeah.
favorite card.
Yeah,
What? But then you're like wasting the poisonous
that's the point.
aspect of it,
You
right?
should have had it in your hand in the first place.
Yeah, it should be in the dust pile.
So what you're saying is, really,
I'm saying it's shit.
it-
That's what I'm saying.
in all your control hunter decks, you probably shouldn't be running poisonous arrow.
All right, so let's go ahead and just move on before I freak out. We have Happy Ghoul. This is a 3 mana 3/3 neutral card. Costs 0 if your hero was healed this turn. So this is very similar to Dread's Sail Corsair. You know, with the you have True Silver Champion, throw those down. Priest. I think it's gonna be seen a lot in Priest and Paladin. You know, if you attack with True Silver, get healed, drop 2 of these down. That's a huge swing. Or Priest, you know, heal, drop this down, drop 1 or 2 of those down. That could be a really
I
big
think
turn 2. I mean, you can get two 3/3s and get healed for 2.
Yeah, like I think I'm not sure about Paladin because I've got a bit less affinity with just playing that. But in Priest, like I think I think Tempo Priest might be close to being a thing.
No.
And that's the only Priest deck which would run this card. I
Yeah.
don't think
I mean,
any
you,
other.
you wouldn't just throw this in a priest deck, that's for sure.
Yeah, like Priest. Priest is, I think, it has a lot of cards which most of its decks want to run, and just getting like a free 3/3 is generally
That-
not good enough for a lot of them.
That's why I'm kind of thinking the Paladin. There's a lot of life steal cards now in Paladin, especially like Wicker Flame or True Silver Champion. I mean, this is a huge swing, tempo swing if you can get this out at the right time.
In like kind of aggressive mid-range Paladin, just being able to chuck it out would be nuts.
Yeah.
Because if they're running like
Like
I
UK
think
Paladin
Divine
would
Shield.
love this.
like Divine Shield, aggressive Paladin, with a bunch of lifesteal things with True Silvers.
Yeah.
Just being able to check this out would be nuts. But
So the new
I'm
meme,
I'm still sticking with Tempo Priest.
the new meme that I saw someone put up about this is for playing it in Warlock to play Flame Imp, Coin, Voodoo Doctor,
That's
and
actually
then
pretty
two
good.
aces in your opening hand.
That's actually pretty good. Oh my god, that's a really powerful turn 1 or turn 2.
3/3, a 3/3, a 2/1, and a 3/2.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Warlock OP. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what else we have here. Here, let's go ahead and do a bad one. So we have King Banshee. This is a 4-mana 5/5. Whenever you play a card, remove the top 3 cards of your deck. So this is
Lol.
a was it Cult
It's like a
Apothecary?
really it's like a really shit Fel Reaver.
Yeah.
This card's fucking terrible.
All right.
Yeah.
Next. We can't just do good ones. We gotta share the wealth.
Did we talk about Roll the Bones last week?
I believe so.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
All right, let's do this one. We have Serenite Chain Gang. This is a 4-mana 2/3 taunt neutral minion. Battle Cry, summon a copy of this minion. So hand buffing works for this card. So this is just a really good feral spirits for everybody.
Yeah.
It is essentially just neutral.
So I mean,
feral spirit.
if you can go somehow, buff it in your hand with Paladin or any of the
Grimy
what are they called?
Goons.
Grimy Goons, yeah, this would be pretty good.
That thing. I mean, you're not going to though because those mechanics were bad.
Yeah. All right. So
But I think just as a 4-mana, it's a 4-mana 4/6 taunt, which is good. Like just objectively good. Anything else on top of that is kind of a bonus.
Yeah.
Really.
All right, so I think that's it we covered all the other cards. All right.
Nothing else.
Let's go ahead and move on to commons. There's a lot of commons.
There's some really.
Let's just cover the ones that are
The good ones.
anything impactful.
Okay, well, let's start off with this one then. We have Breath of Sindragosa. This is a 1-mana mage spell. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy minion and freeze it. So this is a little bit cheaper, a little less damaging flame cannon.
Well, it's just half a flame cannon,
Yeah.
but with a
Pretty much.
freeze.
So I mean, early on, this can just straight up kill something. If it's a big, token opener, just throw this down, kill something. I think it's pretty good. This is it's going to be great for mage's opening.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's another fairly solid mage card.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty good in arena. Mage common spells, which are early game removable, are always crazy. But yeah, good.
It's
Next.
It's something not terrible to get from your arcane tomes or your glyphs. Situationally.
Your arcane tomes.
All right. We have one here.
Kabbalist tomes. Sorry.
So we have Dark Conviction. This is a 2 mana paladin spell. Set a minion's attack and health to 3. So it's just this.
Keeper
I
of
feel like
Uldaman without man.
this makes Keeper of Uldaman feel busted. If they're valuing this effect at 2 mana, effectively you're getting a 2 mana 3/4 and doing this. So
Yeah,
maybe this is a little overcosted then. I don't know. It's
this is overcosted and kind of bad.
yeah. All right. Let's
Like
go.
it's good. It's very good in arena. Very bad in constructed.
So I am super excited about this card. Dead Scale Knight. This is a 1 mana 1/1 Murloc minion with lifesteal.
Yes.
So
This is
Murlocs get a Death Knight.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I'm getting this golden too. And if UK Paladin or something similar to that is still viable at all, this is going in it. This card is, I love it.
I mean, it's hilarious and kind of adorable.
I mean, it's not probably not that good, but hey, it's a Death Knight Murloc.
Yeah, I mean, that it's the token Murloc for the set. The token Murloc is generally quite bad, but it looks hilarious.
Yeah.
So we get that.
I like this one, especially when it's buffed. You know, with this turn 1, turn 2, the Rockpool Hunter.
Yep. Now you got 2/2 lifesteal, and then you play War Leader. Now you got a 4/3 lifesteal.
I like it.
As a rule, I don't really like any of the 1 health Murlocs because they die really,
Yeah,
really easily.
absolutely, completely. I mean, whenever I'm playing a Murloc deck, I'm always trying to mulligan for, you know, a 1/3 or the 1/2 at least.
All right. So next we have Forge of Souls. This is a 2 mana warrior spell. Draw 2 weapons from your deck. So this is what caused all the speculation about the new Death Knight dual wielding. Trump was like, "Oh, draw 2 weapons so you can dual wield with them." Nope. So this is, I mean, at first I thought this would be great in Pirate Warrior. I think this might be a little too slow for Pirate Warrior. I mean, maybe if you draw maybe one of them, you late game you draw it, you can get some weapons, but typically
Tempo Warrior though.
yeah, whenever I play Pirate Warrior, I always have weapons in my hand. Sometimes I have too many.
Pirate Warrior does not want to play this card.
Yeah.
Because when is Pirate Warrior going to play a 2 mana spell which doesn't do anything?
So this would be good,
To the
yeah.
board.
Like you said, Tempo Warrior, Control Warrior. You know, you play
Like-
this now, you get your 2 or 3 weapons in your deck. 2 of them are coming to your hand.
Yeah, like
And then you
Tempo.
play the 6/6 guy that destroys your weapons in your hand.
Yep. I mean, the big thing is this also thins out your deck, so you're getting
Yep.
good cards. Now you don't have to worry about late game top decking your weapons.
Like, I mean, Tempo Warrior is probably going to run 2 War Axes and 2 of Razor
Yeah, Blood Razor.
Blade, Blood Razor. So if your deck has 4 weapons in, then you run this as a one-off.
And I just want to point out
Get
this
guaranteed
is
stick.
this is the same art that I used for my warrior spell. For a fan made card. So when I saw
You
this,
predicted.
I got excited
you
for a
predicted it
second,
coming.
and then I realized it wasn't the same thing I had. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. This is an interesting card. So this is a 3 mana 4/4 neutral minion. Battle Cry, freeze your other minions. So,
Wow.
I mean, this could be good, you know, especially if you have like, you know, tokens or like a totems, kind of what they did in the video, or just you attack with something, or you know, you can just skip your weak dude's turns for attacking, throw this down, and a turn they're unfrozen. This is pretty aggressively statted, I think.
Yeah, it's aggressively statted, so where does this go?
I think Shaman, definitely. You know, turn 2, you totem. Turn 3, you play this. You have a totem, it can't even attack. Or...
But which Shaman deck is doing this?
Well,
I don't
but this synergizes with the
Murabi.
legendary.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you can also play this
Gives you a
Marabi.
copy of all of your deck. You get the legendary back plus all the cards, all the other.
If you want to, if you value filling your hand up with your guys for skipping their attack, I don't know.
Suppose you could play it in Freeze Shaman, which is going to be tier 1.
It's tier S currently.
Oh yeah, but that one does not count because
It
that one
counts.
just has
It's on the
cards.
website. It counts. All right, so we have another one here. We have Night Howler. This is a 4 mana 3/4 neutral minion. Whenever this minion takes damage, gain +2 attack. So it's kind of like the other dude. The whenever you take damage, gain 3 attack.
Is
Just
that
so
the
less stats.
Kiribachi Berserker?
Yeah, that card. I mean, it's definitely better than that Berserker. I mean, it has less health, but it starts off with more attack in it. I don't know.
No, this
Yeah.
card could definitely see something in the Whirlwind Warrior deck.
Yeah. Especially if you have that card that deals damage when you play a minion. You drop this down, now you have a 5/3. You row in, now you have a 7/2. Bam, hit him in the face.
Yeah,
It's
it
this
goes
plus
in Tempo Warrior.
this plus Berserker, Amani Berserker. That can get out of hand pretty quick.
Plus, what, a Mani Berserker or Frothing Berserker?
I'm sorry, Frothing Berserker. Yeah,
Also, maybe a Mani Berserker. Maybe it runs that.
yeah,
Who knows? There's a lot of enraged minions
yeah.
and a lot of when things that happen when you damage them.
So we'll
Get
talk about this
pretty
card
crazy.
next too. They've been pushing this mechanic for a long time, and
The
at
fourth
this
card.
at this point, he's just like play the damn card. This is a 1 mana hunter spell. Trigger a friendly minion's death rattle. So you're getting a legendary effect technically for 1 mana.
So like
So
Princess Uhuran, she's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to use her. No. Well, we'll
Hearth.
print another card that's even better statted and does the same thing. They're going to play that.
No.
No.
Fuck
Well-
it, it's a 1 mana spell.
Yep.
Play the fucking card.
It's still not going to see play.
Well,
If you can find a way to get this in your hand without putting it in your deck, this is an amazing card. But I don't think I want to waste 2 mana.
Dragon
Two
Hunter.
decks
so maybe like Lock and Load and Zoth Hunter.
Yeah.
So like you play Lock and Load, you get this from
Because
it.
if you top deck
as a
this
random
with
spell,
no
and then you
minions
play
out,
this.
you're kind of
then you-
screwed.
What about Dragon Hunter with the new dragon?
What do you mean?
The new
Oh.
dragon that has the death rattle
Oh
and
yeah, that'd be pretty good.
But
Start getting dragons in your hand. Double Deathwing.
Dragon Hunter.
That's a thing now.
Dragon Hunter. I'm gonna build it. That's gonna be, you know what? Play Dead is gonna be the card of the week for next week.
Is
All right.
Is it?
So here's
Yeah.
an interesting card. Generally, we've been seeing. Well, I'll just read the card first. Skelemancer. This is a 5 mana 2/2 neutral minion. Death Rattle. If it's your opponent's turn, summon a 8/8 skeleton. So this is a eggish thing. I don't know. Most of the cards are it's highly statted an attack with low health, and when it dies, you get a 2/2. But now it's a 2/2. When it dies, you get an 8/8.
This is
It's bad, but it's interesting.
this card is
Firelands Portal is going to love this card.
you know what card really loves this card? Potion of Madness.
Oh man. I'm already having nightmares.
This card
Potion,
fucking
this
sucks.
does nothing with Potion of Badness though, because it
It's
has
a
to be on your
2/2.
opponent's turn to get the skeleton.
Oh, that's true. Well, still, I mean, they could steal it and kill it, and then no one has to worry about an 8/8.
Yeah,
Right.
but Potion of Madness still kills their 5-drop.
Yeah, it still kills their 5-drop, but they
Yeah.
don't get the death rattle benefit.
I mean, this is going to be amazing
You
though.
know
on Firelands
what?
Portal though.
Death rattle benefit, Play Dead.
Okay, so Potion of Madness into Play Dead. No,
No,
No, you
because
just
it's
play-
not your opponent's
or
turn.
just- no, just on an on-curve Cabal Shadow Priest.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Find something else that's interesting. Big shout out to Snowflipper Penguin.
Obviously, the best
Sir
card. in the
Turtle's
set.
favorite card.
Here we go. Web Weave. This is a 5 mana druid spell. Summon 2/1/2 poisonous spiders. And that's all it does for 5 mana.
Ha!
So, Squirrel, let's start with you. How do you feel about this card?
I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought it was shite. And I said, this is terrible. But when they were talking on stream, and they were talking about it and how they said that when they had it statted at 4 mana, that it was like completely ridiculously bonkers overpowered. It made me think, and really the power of 2 creatures that kill anything is very strong. I mean, you could play this and then your opponent plays an Ancient of War and it's dead, or whatever. It's two
If your
things on
opponent is
board.
really bad.
Huh?
I
If
don't know,
your
I mean-
opponent is really bad.
I'm looking at it like, do you really value a 1/2 poisonous at 2.5 mana? Because poisonous cobra is at 2/3 for 3 mana. So I'm like, I feel like the poisonous is the big thing here. Like, it could be a 1/1 poisonous for all they care. Like, it's a poisonous trait that makes this card, I guess, good. I don't know.
Like the way I think about it is, if you look at particularly the way everything is costed in Journey to Ngoro, like an adapt or a poisonous is, or if you look at like Emperor Cobra, an adapt or a poisonous is worth about 0.5 mana. So 2/1/2 should be 4 mana. But I can kind of see why this card would be really good at 4 mana, because most
Yeah.
classes lack the capacity to deal with.
I mean, on curve, 4 mana, that'd be pretty good. But 5, that's just a little too slow, because 5 is when the big boys start coming out, and they can easily kill this or something like that.
But it's not even that. It's more the fact that not most classes don't have AoE under 5 mana, whereas a lot of them can quite easily deal with things
Yeah, that's true.
like later on in the game. Like the difference between 4 and 5 mana with 2 health minions is just really drastic.
Yeah.
And I think for that reason, like,
I mean, the
this
worst
card,
part is,
5 mana
I feel
is
like
fucking terrible.
If you made it 3 minions, this card would be OP as hell. If you make it 4 mana, this card's really good. Like, I feel like
I
5
think
is
just
5 is fair, but fair is not good here.
Yeah, it's probably fair, and fair in this case is terrible,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
you just end up running a really bad card. You get like 2/4 in stats for 5 mana,
Yeah.
and it just dies
All right, so
instantly.
let's go ahead and move on. We have Wicked Skeleton. This is a 4 mana 1/1 neutral minion. Battle Cry, gain +1/+1 for each minion that died this turn. So this actually, I mean, this probably be arena card, but this could be pretty good. You make some good value trades. You lose 3 minions, they lose 2 or 3 minions. Play this, it's a 4 mana 7/7. I mean, it's very situational, but this card could be pretty good, I think.
It's a card with a lot of variance, with a really kind of low a really bad worst case scenario.
You need 4 minions to die for it to be good, I think.
Like, I think always cards which have really high variance and the worst case scenario is like fucking abysmal, will always be bad. Like, imagine top decking this card when you have no minions.
I'd be pretty upset. All right.
Yeah.
You play a 4 mana 1/1.
So I'm gonna talk about this card next. This is the last one too. If we got for the commons, this is a Wretched Tiller. This is a 1 mana 1/1 neutral minion. Whenever this minion attacks, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So this is a very good aggro card. I feel like play this turn 1. Now they have to deal with it, because if they don't deal with it, you're gonna be just dealing a whole bunch of damage. Or if you coin out, you have 2 of these, they can't deal with it. This can get pretty good.
It's an interesting snowball card, but
It's definitely a face card. Like, this is
Yeah.
face hunter and face decks, where you just want to do damage to face.
There's a card similar to this in Magic, and it did pretty good in aggressive red decks.
it kind of makes me think of like Leopardome.
But every turn.
Well, yeah, but it's not gonna get to attack more than once.
I
this
feel like
card.
if this card can attack twice, it's already done well beyond its job.
Okay, well, guys, we are way over on time. Let's real quick. Why don't we just go through some of the things we're most excited about for the expansion? So, Dubs, what are you most excited about?
I am most excited about Uther, the new Death Knight card, and Spirit Lash still. I've stuck with that card since it was revealed day one, and I still think it's going to be absolutely good.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Bobson.
I am looking forward to playing. I'm actually really looking forward to playing N'Zoth Hunter, even though it's not going to be very good. Mostly because I think it would be quite fun.
Yeah.
And Kazaka's Priest. And Wild Gul'dan Lock. Gul'dan Lock? Demon Lock.
Yeah.
Whatever that would be called.
Deathlock.
Deathlock. Just
I'm
playing some weird, janky shit. And I'm also just really looking forward to opening a lot of packs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to opening packs. I'm looking forward to seeing if I can make attempt number 17 at Quest Warlock. We'll see if that ever happens.
Well, speaking of packs, though, we will be opening packs live. Hopefully, if we can work out a good time on Thursday. You know, it's going to be.
Yeah, the
it's going to
expansion
be a weird time, but
the expansion normally goes live at a pretty terrible time of day over in my part of the world.
yeah, and for us, it goes on during work, so we have to get off work before we can do anything.
Yeah, for us, it's usually 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern. No, it's 11 a.m.
So it'll probably
Pacific, so it's like 2 o'clock.
Probably close to the same time we do the show, 6-7 o'clock Eastern time for when we do a pack opening. So we'll definitely be posting on social media about that.
Yeah. So again, thank you everyone for joining us on episode 18. We've had so many new Twitter followers and Twitch followers and people. We are having a contest right now for following us on different social media things. So we will post that in the synopsis show notes as well.
It ends Thursday morning. So keep that in mind. You got 2 more days.
We got 2 more days to enter, so definitely want to get in on that. There's a $20 Battle.net gift card up for grabs, so you want to get it just in time for the Lich King. Get yourself some extra packs.
Oh, yeah.
Help support the show.
Thanks.
Just follow us, and just please give us iTunes reviews and write to us around the Hearth Podcast at gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know how your pack openings went. Did you open all 3 princes? Was that all you got? Because that's probably what Bobson's going to get, and Dubs is going to get 15 poison darts. So we wish him the best on that as well.
Sadness.
All right. Well, thank you again, and we hope you have a great time on Thursday. We hope to see you for the pack opening, and enjoy the new expansion, guys.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
Ciao.